This is the future.
I think I have used, and if not, I have seen all the Incarnon weapons available in the Steel Path circuit right now, and I can say that the Incarnon Strun was the best I have used among all Incarnon weapons. Well, not until this week's Incarnon rotation. The Incarnon Strun is very powerful, and its evolved form gave me tons of fun playing it with different Warframe. It hits hard, and I love that both normal and Incarnon form of the weapon hits hard and it melts Steel Path and beyond enemies. However, when it comes to DPS, kill speed, and room cleaning, nothing can beat the best Incarnon weapon which you can farm this week. The Incarnon Genesis rotation right now is probably the best. You got Incarnon for the Mitre, which turns the gun into an explosive, semi-header-seeking projectile that dish out a lot of damage. There's also Incarnon Dual Toxosis that is a red crit monster. And there's the Incarnon Atomos that turns an already decent beam weapon into a powerful one. I don't have the Incarnon Dualica yet, but I guess it will be the same as the other Incarnon melee available in Duviri circuit right now. The one that truly shines in this Incarnon rotation week is the Incarnon Torid. The Incarnon form of Torid transforms it into a continuous beam weapon with a 3-meter radius, capable of chaining to up to 5 nearby enemies within 6 meters of each other, with each chain doing 75% of the previous chain's damage. The base damage, critical chance, critical multiplier, and status chance are also increased. The good thing about the Incarnon Torid is that it can stack Incarnon charges super fast. 5 direct shots will fill the gauge, and a full gauge is not required to activate Incarnon form. Another thing that I like about the Incarnon form of Torid is that it has enough ammunition to have fun with it. Other Incarnon forms feels like you only get to have fun in a few seconds, but with the Incarnon Torid, you will melt enemies easily, and if the Incarnon form expires, then you can charge it quickly to get back firing the Incarnon mode again. In addition to this is by far the best beam weapon I have used in Warframe. I love Tenet Cycron, the original Kuvanuka, the Amperex, the Ignis Wraith, and the Synapse, but so far, it felt like those weapons are trash compared to the beam mode of Incarnon Torid. Beam weapons are like trash cleaners. They hit hard against trash mobs, but they struggle against special units such as Acolytes or even Eximus units with Overguard right now. Take note that I am talking about the average usage here with no synergies involved, nor defense stripping. Among all the beam weapons I have used in this game, I can say that the evolved Torid is the ultimate melting machine. It's not a one-shot weapon for Acolytes and special units, but it melts them faster compared to other beam weapons, and if you include some armor and shield stripping, using something like Unru's Magnetic Field and Caustic Strike, then the damage of this beam weapons becomes more insane. Lastly, the weapon has decent 4-star Riven disposition, which means you can roll a good Riven mod for the Incarnon Torid. So, what stats should you be looking for? The usual critical chance, critical damage, and multi-shot in my opinion. With a good Riven mod, plus critical delay, you can gain red crit numbers with the Incarnon Torid without any help from outside sources, just like arcanes and Warframe abilities. Right now, my Riven mod for this arcane sucks. I got a decent critical chance stats though, but I'm planning to roll this Riven mod again to achieve crit damage and multi-shot. Why multi-shot though? Multi-shot gives beam weapons a chance to double the damage on a given tick, hence it is much more worth it than damage increase in my opinion, since we can achieve that with primary Merciless. Now, let's talk about the evolution of this Incarnon weapon. To be honest with you, I'm not picky on the evolution of this weapon, but I try to avoid the second evolution named Plentiful Mayhem, as it affects both Incarnon and normal form. While damage buff is good, but the drain of ammunition is not worth it. You can boost the damage of this gun with arcanes without any negative effects. In addition to this, Evolution 3 is just a personal preference, and I suggest that you pick something that best suits your playstyle. The same goes for my Evolution 4. It depends on what you want or what your build needs at the moment. In my case, giving a more critical chance is the clear choice for me because I wanted that sweet red crit beams. For the build, I am using my crit Riven for this one, along with 2 dual status chance mods to form viral. It would be good to min-max the build with elemental mods, but it's not necessary though, as you can still get more damage from dual status chance with low former cost. I also included Hunter munitions to proc slash since this is a crit build, and lastly, Galvanized Chamber for more multi-shot, and Galvanized Aptitude for increased damage per status. In this case, Heat and Slash, which gives out 80% direct damage, not to mention that the status chance also increases, giving more status procs to the targets. Lastly, for the Riven slot, you may use the Serration mod for this in case you don't have the Riven yet and the primary Merciless Arcane. This is also a good build if you are running non-star chart missions, since sometimes it's better to put damage mods to gain the damage increase as soon as possible, compared to building up stack before you can get more damage from Merciless Arcane. Also, it would be good to go with a faction mod if you have primary Merciless to min-max the damage of this gun. Right after getting the Incarnon Torid, I am switching between this Incarnon weapon and the Strun Prime Incarnon right now. I honestly think that these two are the best among all Incarnons available to farm in the Steel Path Duviri circuit, but if you have a different opinion, then let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.